Good evening, viewers. You're watching To The Point here on India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, and one story that we've been tracking here very closely on India Today is the Bengal cash for job scam. The TMC for the last many weeks has been denying any direct link with Arpita Mukherjee. And India Today has now accessed images for you showing Arpita Mukherjee sharing the stage with Partha Chatterjee. Partha and Arpita jointly addressed a TMC campaign rally in the 2021 Assembly polls. Let's get you all the details in our report and then we'll debate.
Arpita Mukherjee and Partha Chatterjee seen on stage here at a Trinamool rally. The VIPs on the stage campaigning for a Trinamool Neta last year during the Assembly election. Undeniable proof of cash queen Arpita Mukherjee's link to Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress. Proof that the Trinamool tried to hide, but India Today has now unearthed for you, the viewer. You can see in this 2021 footage, Arpita and Partha seated next to each other. Arpita even speaks on stage, campaigning for the Trinamool candidate. And this footage has emerged just days after an outright denial from Mamata's party.
The
BJP, armed with this fresh Arpita Trinamool link, has staged a protest outside Parliament, setting the stage for a big new political showdown.
ये जी पार्था चटर्जी को निकाल के तृणमूल कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि उनका चेहरा को एकदम अच्छे से रखे, लेकिन ये नहीं होगा। तृणमूल सरकार पूरा एकदम करप्टेड है। हम सब लोग जानते हैं, सिर्फ तो 50 करोड़ अभी मिले हैं, 50,000 करोड़ भी उनके पास है। हम लोग बार बार बोलते हैं एकदम करप्शन बहुत अंदर में है। बहुत सारा नेता, प्रभावशाली मंत्री, एमएलए, एमपी इसमें जुड़े हुए हैं।
बोल चुकी है कि पार्टी जीरो टॉलरेंट टू करप्शन, कोई भी भ्रष्टाचार पार्टी सहन नहीं करेगी। अगर कोई कानून के नजर में आए तो कानून अपनी जांच तो करेगी। वो जांच में आपके लॉयर्स भी है, आपके लॉयर्स भी अपनी तरफ से जो है जितना प्रूफ है वो रखेंगे।
The Trinamool is in damage control mode and has now targeted the Enforcement Directorate. After the Howrah police intercepted a vehicle with 50 lakh rupees in unaccounted cash from Congress MLAs from Jharkhand, the Trinamool has questioned why the ED is silent on this mega cash haul and also claimed a secret BJP link.
সর্বভারতীয় তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস এর পূর্ণাঙ্গ যথাযথ তদন্ত দাবি করছে এবং যেহেতু প্রাইমা ফেসি কংগ্রেসের তরফ থেকেও বলা হচ্ছে ষড়যন্ত্র, কংগ্রেসের তরফ থেকেও বলা হচ্ছে সরকার ফেলার চেষ্টা, তাহলে এই তদন্তে শুভেন্দু অধিকারীকেও যোগ করতে হবে। তার কারণ হচ্ছে তিনি তো বলছিলেন এরপর ঝাড়খণ্ড।
The cash pile is growing, the evidence is mounting, and the political showdown is heating up. Partha Chatterjee, dumped by Mamata Banerjee, continues to cry conspiracy. With Partha Chatterjee's arrest and the mountain of evidence growing, it's been endless embarrassment for the Trinamool. Adding insult to injury are now the images of Arpita Mukherjee campaigning directly in person for the Trinamool Congress. With Ritik Mondal and Suryagni Roy in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
So undeniable proof on your screens there, viewers. So Partha Chatterjee seated with Arpita Mukherjee on a TMC stage. This was last year during the 2021 Assembly elections that Arpita Mukherjee is seen there even rallying, campaigning, speaking on that stage for a TMC candidate. And this is something that the Trinamool Congress will have to explain, because just days ago when we were covering the story and we asked those questions of the Trinamool Congress whether Arpita Mukherjee is linked to the party, they had said absolutely not. And while they've been, kind of trying to cover ground, damage control over Partha Chatterjee, now there's a fresh friend they have to deal with. We've got Saket Gokhale of the TMC joining us on this broadcast. Saket Gokhale, good evening. These images that have come to the fore are from last year's assembly elections. Arpita Mukherjee is seated next to Partha Chatterjee on a TMC platform. So the party can no longer claim that Arpita isn't linked to the TMC. There she is campaigning for a TMC candidate.
Again, look, there have been several videos. I don't know if this is some scoop you guys got, because there have been videos of her with Partha Chatterjee at a Durga Puja and Mamata Banerjee on stage as well. Like we've said a gazillion times, at the end of it, if she is Partha Chatterjee's allegedly close associate, if she was campaigning with him, that's the business between the two of them. There are a lot of people seen at a lot of rallies. In fact, the BJP recently had a Bangladeshi actress who was campaigning for them at the elections, and then they said that there could be anybody on the stage. It's not that Mamata Banerjee sits and decides, oh my God, every rally, who is going to go on stage and who is going to be there and stuff. If Partha Chatterjee invited her, that's an equation between the two of them, and if their links are limited to just that, or if their links go deeper, is something that the ED needs to investigate.
This is not a personal platform, is it, Saket Gokhale? This is a party platform that she's at. She's campaigning for a TMC leader, so then obviously the party is answerable. Like you just pulled up the BJP, there will be questions after of the Trinamool Congress.
Which leader is she campaigning for? Which leader?
Saket, we're losing your connection.
Which leader is she campaigning for?
She's campaigning.
Can you hear me? I said, what leader is she campaigning for?
She's there on the stage with Partha Chatterjee campaigning for the 2021 Assembly elections.
Yeah. So Partha Chatterjee invited her with him. They might have an equation with each other. She's supposed to be an aide of Partha Chatterjee. That has nothing to do with the party. Partha Chatterjee was a member in the TMC government, yes. Now he invited her. I mean, how does that establish a link directly between her and the party?
Because let me again reiterate, Saket, that this is a party platform. You can't claim that this is a personal platform for Partha Chatterjee.
Again, today if somebody comes on stage, if somebody is invited by somebody to come on a stage, let's say there's a party stage tomorrow, an actor comes at a Trinamool Durga Puja event, and on the Trinamool Durga Puja stage he gives a speech and wishes everyone. Does that mean that actor
campaign event, if there's an actor who comes up, yes, the TMC is answerable. Priyanka Tibrewal of the Bengal BJP is also with us. Ms. Priyanka Tibrewal, what do you have to say about this? Saket Gokhale is saying that, look, for every political party, there are these people who the party can't be answerable for when they come on stage.
No, the party is absolutely answerable. And there is this vicarious liability with Mamata Banerjee to respond to whatever activities are being done by their subordinates. Now when he is saying that she was only campaigning for Partha Chatterjee, and that is none of their business, so he's wrong in saying so, because it is not that she campaigned only for Partha Chatterjee, she has campaigned in both the seats of the Behala constituency also. So when you are campaigning for someone under the flag and the leadership of your party, especially your general secretary is there on the stage, so the party is answerable, because I don't believe that anybody for that matter can step onto the stage and then campaign. And not just that, she has been seen on number of occasions sitting on the stage of Trinamool, wearing the symbol of Trinamool around her neck.
This isn't the first event. This isn't the first event, is the essential message from the BJP, Saket, that there have been many instances where Arpita Mukherjee has been seen on a TMC stage, at the TMC platform. So is a mere statement saying she has nothing to do with us enough? Because there's more and more footage emerging of her linked to the party.
So can I answer? Okay. So anybody wearing a TMC flag, like Ms. Tibrewal said, anyone can wear a flag of any party. And if you're saying that Mamata Banerjee is responsible because this Arpita Mukherjee was... Let me finish, ma'am. If she was wearing a Trinamool flag and she was seen on stage, then by that logic, one of the monsters who beheaded Kanhaiya Lal was a BJP member. One of the Lashkar guys caught in Jammu was a BJP IT cell head. Should we blame Narendra Modi for that?
Was he campaigning for BJP? Was he seen with the General Secretary? Did he have deeds of property deeds along with the General Secretary? No.
No, one second, one at a time, please. One at a time. Saket? Yeah.
Riaz, who murdered Kanhaiya Lal, is a member of the BJP's minority cell. The guy caught him, the Lashkar guy caught in Jammu, is a member of the BJP. Why is the BJP not answerable for them then by that same logic?
Priyanka Tibrewal, answer.
That is what I am saying, that mountains of money which was recovered was recovered from where? From whose house? And the property deeds
So
which are
beheading-
recovered.
No,
What
answer,
would be
answer,
there
answer
on the
Saket's
property
question.
deeds? Is the
Priyanka
name of
Tibrewal,
Partha Chatterjee?
one
Who
second,
was
ask,
Partha Chatterjee?
no, answer
General
Saket
Secretary
Koki's question
of
there.
Trinamool.
Answer Saket's question, Priyanka, that when there are links emerging of others, accused in several crimes to the BJP because they're seen taking pictures with leaders, they're seen taking pictures with ministers or seen at some event with a flag, then the BJP says they're not linked to the party. So they're saying that use the same equation, the same length to measure the TMC as well.
If you are finding out cash like this, did they get cash like this from anywhere? And then BJP said that no, we are not linked to them. No. But here the cash has come. Here the property deeds have come where the name of Partha Chatterjee is there. And now that Partha is also saying that, this is a conspiracy. So whom is he pointing that finger towards? He's pointing that finger towards the TMC. He is saying that it is the TMC people who are also involved. I am not saying so. See, it will come out very soon. Because yesterday only Partha has said that this money is not mine. If it is not yours, then the property deeds, which is there, your name is there in all of the deeds. Where did so much of money come from? And who are the others who are involved in this money trade? So all these names will come out. That's the reason they have disowned him. No, that's the reason. Because I'm telling you that they did not disown Kunal Ghosh. They did not disown Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, Madan Mitra. So that means they believe that he is not innocent.
The same questions. Unfortunately, no political party can preach on this, whether it's Priyanka or Saket, because every political party has one or two of these people who are accused of corruption and the party just squats on them, refuses to act. Priyanka, there are many of them in the BJP, the Bengal BJP too.
There's a difference, Akshita.
I am telling
There's
you
a
one
difference,
thing.
Akshita.
See, I am
The
telling
difference
you whenever they
being
question.
Yeah,
They
one
say that
second,
BJP
Saket,
is
let
a washing
Priyanka.
machine.
Sorry, can I just...
They say that
Just a
BJP is
second,
a
I'll come
washing
to you.
machine. Correct. So they say that BJP is a washing machine. So there is an acceptance that they are dirty. There is an acceptance that they are dirty and they believe that their dirtiness is washed by BJP. They believe so. So I will once again question that when Suvendu was in your party, if you say that he was seen, then many other netas were seen. What action have you taken against them?
No, the same question. Unfortunately, both. No, it's ironical that we're hearing this from both parties because the same question can be asked to both right now. Saket, go ahead.
You told me to give me a chance to respond.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. It's funny she's mentioning Suvendu Adhikari and asking what action we have taken. Madam, let me remind you, the Enforcement Directorate is controlled by your government at the center. And they have not...
It's not, that is what I'm saying. It's not controlled
everybody
by
had their
anyone.
corrupt people.
It's an independent
I did not
agency.
interrupt you. Do not interrupt me. This is not fair. This is absolutely not fair. You can't let this person interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Go ahead, Saket. Priyanka, just hold on.
This is not parliament. So a lot of parties are a lot of corrupt people. Some were originally from the BJP like Yediyurappa. Then there was Himanta Biswa Sharma who was in the Congress. There was Suvendu Adhikari who was in the TMC. You admit that these people were dirty. Then why did your party clamor to take these people on in Maharashtra? 50 MLAs, out of which 20 of them had ED charges. You suddenly went and you took them. Now there is no investigation. So my question is, you're saying why was no action taken? Madam, the ED comes under your BJP government at the union.
Sir,
why aren't you
I am
investigating
saying
Himanta?
that only.
Why aren't you investigating?
That is what I'm saying.
Why aren't you
That is what I'm
investigating
saying.
Yediyurappa?
That it is the ED who decides their course of investigation. That what they have to do, what will be their actions. We
No,
don't.
but
That
this
is
is
the
an
reason.
allegation. This is an allegation, Priyanka. This is an allegation you face across the country. Maharashtra today, right now, the same question is being asked. About selective targeting.
Allegations are there in the air. They can speak. Once again, I am saying that today, whatever questions they are saying here in front of the media, ask them to go to the court of law, prove the same, ask them to go and file an FIR.
Okay, so basically,
against whosoever they think is corrupt.
what she's saying
why
is,
do they
if you're not,
believe? Why
you're
do
not
they
from the
believe
BJP,
that the
if you're
judiciary
not from the BJP,
will not stand with them if they are correct? Because whatever they are
basically-
saying is all in the air. They will not be able to prove any
basic-
allegation. That's the
okay.
reason they
The
do not get a
basic
court
point
order.
she's making
That's the
is that if
reason.
you're from the
That's the
BJP,
reason that when they question the credibility of this ED, when they question the credibility of this ED before the Supreme Court, that is why they had to face the check from the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court refuted each and every allegation which they made.
You know what?
That is the reason.
This is
That is the
criminal
reason
contempt
that
of
we have
court because
no
I
other
have a
option.
case.
So
against
they
the
may
ED
speak
coming up
whatever
from
they
the
like.
court.
1 second.
But whatever is happening, all the investigation is being done on the order of the honourable court. And if this
Okay, I'm going to,
then
1 second, I'm going to give a chance to Saket Gokhale also to respond. Saket, go ahead. Let's try not to speak over each other, please.
First of all, it's absolute garbage to say that someone went against the ED to court and it was upheld. In fact, tomorrow morning is my petition against the ED director's appointment. It has been listed in the Chief Justice Court. For a lawyer, Ms. Tibrewal really needs to check the cause list every day. Number two, they say that, Acha, if you have evidence, go to court. So basically meaning that the ED will go after opposition leaders, but when it comes to BJP leaders, then ED will not do anything. You go to court and file a case against them. Is that how it's supposed to work? Is that how the Enforcement Director is supposed to work?
Now that is what I'm saying.
A murder,
Chatterjee
if the
case
murder
was
is done by
filed in
someone from the BJP, go
2017.
to court.
Don't misguide people. Don't misguide. For Partha Chatterjee and cheaters like Partha Chatterjee who are very much part of Trinamool Congress, even today, cases are filed in the court. And that is how we get orders from there.
Yet. Even yesterday.
Yes, that is the reason
Jharkhand
Madan
MLAs
Mitra
have been
went
caught with
inside.
gas.
That is the reason Kunal Ghosh went inside and was yelling that Mamata Banerjee, is a conspirator.
No, 1 second.
Kunal Ghosh was yelling.
Priyanka, when you say Mamata Banerjee is a conspirator, you know, you're making extremely strong allegations there. And the BJP said this time and again.
Listen to my statement. I said his spokesperson of TMC, when he was behind bars, Kunal Ghosh, he said that Mamata Banerjee is a conspirator. And this is there in all the videos. Then what happened? When he came back, he becomes the spokesperson of the party.
Yeah.
Can I get 10 seconds, please?
Yeah, 10 seconds. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I get 10 seconds? Okay, by that logic then, I'm making a straight on-the-record statement here that Prime Minister Modi is so incredibly involved with corruption. He's been photographed with Nirav Modi. He's been photographed and having a speech with Mehul Choksi. And the reason these fugitives are at large is because Narendra Modi himself is helping them. Not just me saying it, there are people including Mr. Yashwant Sinha, the presidential candidate, quit the BJP because of the immense corruption that's happening at the Modi and Shah. There is nobody as corrupt as Narendra Modi.
Why did you throw and this whole Partha Chatterjee, tell me? So there is an acceptance by TMC that he was a cheater, he was a fraudster. So TMC has accepted that. You did not wait for the probe to finish.
No, we haven't. There is something called a court of law.
Oh. Then
See,
why did you disown him and not the others? Why did you disown him and not the others?
In our party, I'll tell you this, the difference is in our party, when someone under a cloud of suspicion, we let them prove their innocence. Our party will wait till they're convicted.
They have all cheated
Your
people.
party waits till they're
They have all cheated people, so why did you see them with different eyes?
The Tennis son ran over farmers.
1 second.
Cabinet.
Priyanka, you've asked a question. Let Saket respond. Saket, why did you feel the need? Why did the TMC feel the need to crack the whip against Partha Chatterjee?
The reason we felt the need to do that is the way our party works versus how the BJP works is, and I'm not speaking for any other party, but us as the TMC versus the BJP. The moment Partha came under a cloud of suspicion, Mamata Di expelled him from all his cabinet posts. Abhishek Banerjee removed him from all party posts, and we said let him go, prove himself innocent in a court of law and come back. The difference, however, being that in the BJP, however, until the person, no matter how much of cloud of suspicion they're under, MJ Akbar was not sacked until...
So Saket, you believe that the TMC believes that the ED action in this case is not political vendetta, correct?
Was not under the cloud of suspicion for TMC. Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, 2 years inside the jail, was not under the cloud of suspicion.
1 second. Both Priyanka, Saket, hold on. Press pause for a second, because if we start taking names, this will become an endless debate. Both sides, every political party, unfortunately, has all of these corrupt leaders. And if we start getting into the names, it's going to be an endless discussion. Final word from both of you. Saket Gokhale, your party felt the need to crack the whip against Partha Chatterjee. Great, considering he's facing the investigation. But then it goes against your own party stand that this is political vendetta.
No, it doesn't go against the party stand. In fact, what we are saying are two separate issues. In Partha Chatterjee's case, we are demanding a time-bound probe. We are saying complete the case in 3 months, give it to a fast-track court, and convict or acquit him, whatever the result might be. At the same time, we are saying that it's not just our party,
Okay.
but the ED is being used as an instrument of vendetta today against
Okay,
Mr. Sanjay Rao,
final word. I've
against every
completely run
opposition
out of
party.
time. Final word,
Except for
Priyanka Tibrewal. TMC is acted against Partha Chatterjee, so you welcome that. So it means that they're cracking the whip right now against corruption.
Not at all. They are trying to disown him in order to save their neck. And that is the fact. Because a person from your party who's a general secretary has contested elections so many times. When he was filing his ITR returns, they never showed this property anywhere. Why did the police fail to find out these facts, although the police ministry falls under the chief minister herself?
Okay, point taken, point taken. We've run out of time. Priyanka Tibrewal, Saket Gokhale, thank you very much for joining us this evening on To The Point. Clearly, the political showdown in Bengal will continue. But right now, there will be questions asked of the Trinamool Congress also about Arpita Mukherjee, her link to the party, to which the TMC says there's no link whatsoever. She's only Partha Chatterjee's close aide. It's up to you, the viewer, to decide on that. Thanks very much for tuning in. Good night.